like 54, 57 PRA again. But we don't even really need to count on him going off because we altered it down a little bit. So makes it a little bit more safe. Next up, I'm going to be taking Evan Mobley's points. Now, his original line's at 18.5, meaning he'd need to get at least 19. With this, he'd only need to get 17. And yesterday, for instance, I really like how he played, bro. I was watching the Cavs game versus Boston Celtics. That's who they were playing. And dude, the Cavs looked so horrible. It was like one of the worst games I've watched in a long time. But Evan Mobley was scoring. He was going off. So he had 24, 18 the day before that. 23 this game. Now look, he's hit this his last 4 out of 5 games, and I believe he's hit his original line 3 out of 5. So, that's still pretty decent, man. Like Evan Mobley is a good player, and the thing that sold me on this is the matchup. So going against Philadelphia, Cleveland, I think they have a little bit better of a chance to actually have a good game, and for some of their best players like Evan Mobley, for instance, to go off and score some points. If you also want to take Harden, for instance, or D. Mitch, that's not a bad option. Going against the Celtics like they did yesterday, honestly, that Tatum coming back and you're having to go against Tatum, who's actually playing really healthy, and JB's going off. Like it's not the best matchup in the favor of Cleveland, but going against Philly, I like their odds a lot more, and I like the odds of their players to do a lot better. So this right here is pretty safe picks right here, man. Like taking some star players, but avoiding the ones that everyone else is taking, like these right here. I know it's tempting. You click on it and you see, they've hit the last 4, the last 5 games, but that's not everything, man. You don't go into the, maybe they're injured and you're not aware, or maybe their minutes restricted, or even just the fact that the matchup, of course they're gonna put Kawhi versus the Knicks. Oh, only 19.5 points. I mean, the Knicks are a good team. Like the Clippers are not as good as the Knicks, so you gotta actually look into that. So but yeah, this is what I'm taking on prospects. Guys, now we are on Onyx odds, and this is what I'm excited for because this is where we really shine, man. So we got some teams we're going to be betting on. So first of all, I'm going to be taking the New York Knicks money line against the Clippers. Pretty easy to explain, pretty self-explanatory. Clippers are slightly less healthy than the Knicks, and the Knicks overall are just a better team. They're third in the East, and the Clippers are ninth in the West. So overall, man, this matchup, I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout on the Knicks end. It could be a close game. It could be a very close game even. But all we need is, again, obviously just 1 point more than the other team to win the game. So I definitely like the Knicks odds over the Clippers. It reflects in their records. It reflects in their rankings that, yeah, of course, anything could happen one game or the other. But if we're playing a game of odds here, I'm taking the Knicks any day to win the game overall. I mean, the Knicks are a pretty solid team, and I'm honestly kind of surprised that the odds are this close. Minus 135. I'm surprised it wouldn't be higher. I mean, they have some of these other games like the Thunder are minus 285, and Nuggets are plus 230. I mean, I get the Thunder being favored, but for instance, this game right here, I feel like the Knicks should be favored maybe a little bit more, but. You know what? I'm catching it early, perhaps. It's early in the day, so I'll take it. And then I'm also taking the Nets spread. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to take more over the other because look how close these odds are, man. They're basically the same, meaning that it's a toss up, meaning that it's basically 50-50, slightly more favored in the Grizzlies' hand, but I'll show you why I'm taking the Nets. And again, that's plus 10.5 spread, meaning that the Nets would have to lose by 11 points or more for this bet to not hit. But they could lose by up to 10 points, or they could even just win the game, and you don't have to worry about anything. You win the bet. So gives you a lot of leeway, gives you a lot of a buffer for safety. But why I'm taking the Nets is because, look, man, this is the biggest thing right here is the fact that the Nets aren't a horrible team, man. Yeah, they won their last 1 out of 5. And they won against Detroit, by the way. I just want to add that. They won 2 days ago versus Detroit. And the Memphis Grizzlies, they've been on a losing streak for the past 3 games in a row. So, yeah, they're one game in the last 5 games that they won versus 2 in the last 5, man. They're basically even, man. It's the fact that, look at the injuries on the Grizzlies' end is ridiculous. That's atrocious. So even if this isn't completely accurate and it's maybe half this, I haven't heard of the Nets being, missing a lot of people right now. So, the Grizzlies are 11th in the West, and the Nets are 13th, but they're not too far apart, man. And just for this game right here, again, it's a buffer of 11 points essentially, or 10 points that they can lose by. And it's still about a 2x payout, so it's plus 112 odds. So you'd basically be doubling your money for very safe bets, man. So this is what I'm going to be taking today as well.